Well, after what I'm sure feels like an eternity for both of these sides, Australia and Peru go head-to-head in a single match playoff played in Doha, Qatar, to determine who will make the World Cup there this November. And this is a very, very quick pre-match prediction, a preview, if you will. This is going to be a tough one to call. Peru, 22nd in the FIFA World Rankings, 20 places higher than Australia, who sit in 42nd. But how much can that really tell us? How much do World Rankings make that much of a difference at this end, inside the top 50? I feel on this occasion, though, as if that is correct. I feel like Peru are just that bit better than Australia. If you look at the 2022 record for Peru, for example, they've only lost one match and they've only conceded a maximum of 1 goal in every single game that they've played. They've played 7 matches, won 4, drawn 2, lost 1. That loss was to Uruguay as well, a 1-0 defeat. That's a pretty good record. Australia, on the other hand, they've lost twice in 6 games, drawing 1, winning the others. Of course, they won the AFC 4th round tie against the UAE. Only 2-1 though, so not really filling them with much confidence. This is a huge game. Both sides, similar history in the World Cups as well. Peru have reached 7 World Cup finals, whereas Australia have reached 5, so they have the slight advantage there. I think that people might perceive that Australia have maybe been to more World Cups, the Socceroos, but that certainly isn't the case. I know Peru are a very good side. Do they have tougher qualification? Now, that's a good question. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. AFC and CONMEBOL are both really interesting. I think it'd be so tough for Peru to ever kind of break into the automatic qualification places. Australia, though, you'd argue they've not actually had that successful a qualification. It's a longer qualification in many ways, and they started incredibly by winning loads of games. But then in that 3rd round stage, they struggled, losing to Japan, losing to Saudi Arabia, drawing with China, drawing with Oman. These are results that aren't really good enough for the Australia national football team at the moment. If I had to make a quick prediction about this, I know this isn't Minnow Nation football, by the way, and this isn't kind of DNQ's niche, but we're stepping outside it because it's such a massive game. My prediction will be that it'll be a close affair, but I think Peru are going to have the edge in this one. If I had to pick a scoreline, I would go with 2-1 or 3-1 Peru. I think that the Socceroos will score, but I think that Peru will just edge them out in this one. A narrow Peruvian victory. I don't think the climate in Doha is going to make too much of a difference to either side. Obviously, Australia have already played a game out there in their game against UAE, so maybe they're used to it a little bit more. It'll be hot, it'll be humid. But both Peru, you know, nobody really gains from this. Peru, Australia, the climates are different at different times of the year. They'll have to get used to the heat, the humidity. I'm sure there'll be drinks breaks and all that. This is a huge opportunity for Australia to get there. Is it the toughest draw? Costa Rica, Peru probably is the toughest draw that Australia could have got. And they'll have to go out there and they'll have to fight hard and they'll have to stop conceding goals. They've kept 1 clean sheet in 2022. That's simply not good enough. And against a side of Peru's quality, that's why I think they'll struggle. And that's why I think they will be edged out in this one. 2 or 3-1 to Peru is what I am saying. I know we've got a few Australians that support DNQ. What do you think this scoreline is going to be? I'm sorry that I'm going against your national side in this one. And if you haven't watched this, what's your predictions? I'd love to know what scoreline you think it's going to be, so comment below. Don't forget to hit like on this video and subscribe to DNQ Football if you don't do already. That is all from us. Good luck to both sides, and we'll see you next time.